Over the past several weeks, we have been meeting with residents, religious and elected leaders, and other members of the community to establish immediate, intermediate, and long-term solutions to the concerns raised by this devastating series of events.
This is Brent McDonald with the New York Times in Ferguson, Missouri.
Because this fight ain't over, it just started.
And you the mayor. I talked to you.
This week, Ferguson City Council met for the first time since the police killing of Michael Brown. Hoping to appease frustrations, it created a police review board and revised court procedures that unfairly burden the community's poorer black residents.
You make your money off of our backs. You know, we don't make a lot of money.
Last year, over 20% of Ferguson's budget came from court fines and fees.
So every time you give him a court date and he has a failure to appear, it's more money.
That same year, Ferguson issued more warrants than the town has residents.
Bill 7062 will repeal...
The city did approve a 1-month period to void warrants and stopped fines for failing to appear in court. But even if warrants are lifted, people are still obliged to pay the fees that in some cases have racked into the thousands.
We ask the City Council to provide total amnesty for anyone with outstanding fines and warrants for nonviolent offenses.
My thing is, I got $2,000 worth of misdemeanors warned her. I called Ferguson and asked them, can I come and put $200 2 years ago? And they told me no.
First thing they do and ask you when you go in for a job interview is very important that you get rid of your warrants, because they ain't gonna hire you, because they figure you can't get to work. On your way to work, you may be stopped.
Marquise Mull has a lot stacked against him, but he's trying to make it right. He has outstanding warrants in 3 St. Louis municipalities. His $2,000 warrant in Ferguson started with tickets for speeding and driving without insurance. That was over 5 years ago.
It don't make no sense for a person to have to pay $2,093, and I've been trying to pay for 3-4 years. They want you to come in with a certain amount of money. If I can't come in with that certain amount of money, then I'm gonna have a warrant on me. I was getting only a minimum wage at that time.
Now, with a bit more money in his pocket, he's motivated to clear his record, partly so that he can join in regular protests here, without adding to his costs if he's arrested for civil disobedience.
Well, this right here is a voucher where you take it to the court, you give them some money, and they cancel the warrant out, where you got to come back and get back on the payment docket. And hopefully today, instead of me giving them $100, hopefully they'll take $50 and let me back on. Before I go to the demonstration, I'm gonna go to the municipalities and try to get this other warrants off me before the demonstration. While I'm protesting, I won't have to worry about if I get locked up, which is a big if. And I'm not planning on being locked up. So if a police pull me to the side, I won't have to worry about these warrants. How you doing today?
At least that is his hope. He begins in Pagedale, several miles away, to pay down a warrant there. The police chief threatens to arrest him on the spot.
He's going to be arrested.
He will be?
But since he turned himself in, I might give him some compassion and give him another court date, let him go. So he'll be out in a minute.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Woo! What's that about? Man, that is what everybody is afraid of when they come and try to get a warrant taken up off of them. They're afraid of being locked up. At this time, I didn't have to pay money down. They showed love to me today. To tell you the totally truth, if you wouldn't have been here, I would have been locked up.
Next, Mull calls the city of Wellston.
Good afternoon, Wellston Police Department.
Yes, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm all right.
He's told he must pay a $100 fee or be arrested and post bond.
The warrant recall, my money wouldn't go nowhere towards the fine.
Nowhere, right.
Okay. We're not going to Wellston.
Why not?
Because if I'm gonna have to go ahead and make that turn myself in and then make that bond out.
Essentially get arrested.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get arrested and post bond. So
Then he decided to go back to Ferguson, where he had earlier paid $100 to lift his warrant. He had heard a rumor that the city would reduce payments.
I couldn't pay $50 on it.
No, the judge won't let us allow us to take any less than that.
All right.
All right?
All right.
But he still owed $1,900. He wouldn't know until next month whether he would be able to pay that.
So they gave me another court date up here at Ferguson, Mark, getting this money order. They say they got a lot of police cars up there, man.
Mullah's in a hurry to join an afternoon protest to shut down Interstate 70.
Police cars, buses. Think we need to get up there. It's about that time. Up there, that's where the demonstrators, they haven't even got on the highway yet. They won't let us by. They won't let us by. They saying it's for our safety.
Although he ends up on the sidelines of the main protest, with 2 warrants on his record, he manages at least to avoid being arrested.
Now y'all know. This is what the people go through
All the time.
all the time.